Welcome to the video, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Impraxis, and this is GameComms, and this is your Discord replacement. Let's get into it. So why did I create this? Well, we've all been in Discord before, where we are in a lobby with 10 other people. Why is caps lock still on? We've all been in Discord before with a lobby of 10 plus people. Everyone is stepping all over each other. Someone's eating chips. The other guy's complaining about falling through the world. You know how it goes. Large groups are chaotic when it comes to any other voice software. They just are. We had a few good solutions, TeamSpeak servers back in the day, but unfortunately, when they modernized, they went for the money. Mumble is sort of okay. It still looks like it's built in 2004. So, what I've made for you, for the community, is a self-hosted modern UI system and multi-net push-to-talk voice. So let's talk about it. This is your welcome screen. Servers, online friends, channels, voice rooms. Join with a link. Create a server. Create one from a template. It'll set up some basic permissions for you, some channels, etc. Or if you're hosting a instance of the server and you allow it to, and my main server is still online, it will make a call. It will list your community here, whether it's open and public or it's public and needs an application to be accepted. Your community will be discoverable here. I will add more filters than just the few you see here at some point. That being said, let's get into the server itself. Pretty basic setup. We've got our text chat channel with all the features that you would expect it to. If you're hosting your own version of this software on, let's say, an old computer that you have sitting around, a laptop, something like that, as long as you have a decent size hard drive, you will be able to store all the videos, pictures, etc. that your friends share and all the chat history locally, meaning it's not sitting on a server somewhere. It's in your house. It's yours. It also allows it to be persistent. It also allows it to be not persistent. If you shut that computer down, it no longer exists, at least as far as everyone else is concerned. Basic features: emoji reacts, reply. Let's reply to myself. Hey. Reply, pin, create a thread, all that good stuff. You can share just about any media file that you can think of as long as there is space on the hard drive. But the piece de resistance, the voice nets. Let's join the voice channel. So what are you looking at here? First, it's trying to ask me for permission to access my microphone and all that. It is off by default. I would need to actually tap on the screen to accept. But below that, you'll see General, Commander, Join Ops, and Squad 2. These are all voice networks that we can create on the fly. Let's create the Squad 3. 4, 3, whatever. Squad 3 network. Let's create Squad 3 group or role. So now what you'll see down here in our flow chart for permissions is we have Squad 3. You can already see I'm hooked into all these other channels. I can talk, or I can listen and transmit on any one of those. I'm going to go ahead and append myself to Squad 3. I'm now part of Squad 3. And I'm going to go ahead and attach Squad 3 to the Squad 3 network. And I need to work on that just a touch, but let's do it this way. Alright, we'll scroll down here. We'll save our permissions. We'll go ahead and close out the window. Let's just give her a little refresh. And now you see, I hope this doesn't mess up the video, but it doesn't seem like it messed up the video. You'll see General, Commander, Squad 2, and Squad 3. I seem to have pushed Joint Ops off the screen, but that's fine. It's an alpha. It's a work in progress. So each network or voice net gets its own push-to-talk key, or it can be open mic, either way. But if I hit Alt-1, you'll see I'm transmitting on General, but in all the other channels you can see that I am speaking now. This allows you to, for example, and this isn't going to work because I'm the only one in the server right now, you can turn off Squad 3. Let's just say that they are huge chatterboxes. You don't want to listen to it. You can still talk to them. They can still talk up to you on your network, but you don't have to listen to what they're saying amongst each other. And that's the big change. That's the big difference. This is going to allow large organization gameplay. So we've got things such as broadcast all. So Alt B will broadcast to all channels. As you see, even though I'm grayed out on Squad 3 down here in the right, that I am currently transmitting on that channel, and whoever is in that room can hear what I'm saying. They've all been auto ducked by 25% minimum. But with different push to talk keys, you can talk to different networks. So let's see, I want to talk on Commander right now. So I can talk on Commander. Whoever else has permissions to listen to that channel can hear what I'm saying. So you kind of get the idea. It's hierarchical voice comms. As far as inviting friends, you can just generate an invite link. It copies straight to your clipboard. You can just paste that to them if they're not already on server. I guess the other thing we could talk about is options. We have all the different theme options that you could possibly think of. If that's not enough for you, you can enable custom colors and pretty much granularly change this to whatever you want it to look like. We have active voice filters. These are actually modulations that happen on server. After your voice has left your computer and hits, whatever the server is, maybe it's your old computer. That's where these modulations will come in, so that if you're trying to have like a more cinematic experience, you can have one. These are all legitimate voice artifacts that happen in radio transmissions. About in feedback. This is where you tell me if something has gone horribly wrong. You ran into a bug, maybe you got trapped in a menu, that sort of thing. Whoops. Sorry, that was loud. Let me go ahead and leave the voice room. We'll go back to general chat. I actually don't mind this theme that much. Anyhow, that's the basics of GameComms. So I do plan to do a Kickstarter eventually. If you would like, go to www.gamecomms.com. All I'm asking for is your email. That way, when the Kickstarter goes live, I can just send you an email and say, hey, it's live. If you feel like contributing to this project, that would be great. If I'm offering this as open source software, why am I doing a Kickstarter? Simply put, just releasing software for people to use is not as simple as it sounds. I need to create an installer, and that installer needs to be signed. If I want to port this over to Android and Apple, they've got their own fees and driver signings and all that good stuff that also needs to be done. As far as the desktop app itself, I've built a rudimentary one, but I would like to rebuild it in, right now it's in Electron, which can get a little RAM heavy. I would like to build it even more lightweight in Tari. So where we're at right now, we have multi-voice, multi-net voice. You can try this right now. You can open the app, you can go to app.gamecomms.com, you can try it yourself. It's mostly built. Like, this is not the kind of Kickstarter project where I'm promising you the moon, we'll get there eventually. Like, it's mostly built. I've been working on it for a little bit. Right now it's hosted on a VPS. I don't plan for everyone to have to get VPSs. It's going to be open source. Let's just talk goals, right? Goals that I want for this project. I would like to include encryption, just for safety's sake. People sharing files, pictures, etc. over the internet generally don't want it just like free flowing traffic. I would like to include federation eventually. If we can get funded enough that I can actually take some time off and dedicate serious time to doing that, because we'd just build our own version of it. We wouldn't go with the Matrix model. We'd do our own version of federation, specifically for this software. Like I said, I need to create the installers. I need to get them signed. I need a CDN so that people can download it. Because right now, yes, I can throw up a GitHub repo, and if you are tech savvy, you can absolutely set this up yourself. But how do I get updates to you? If there's a critical bug that I didn't know about that comes up later, like, how am I supposed to notify you that there's an update? I can't really do that as it stands right now. There's no way for you to automatically down one. I don't have the infrastructure to let you download a patch, that sort of thing. So that's what the funding is all about, is to give me a little breathing room, a little running ramp to get this out in open source, long-term goals, federation, encryption, and I would eventually like to create a plug and play plugin for Unity, Unreal, and Godot. That way, game developers can institute this technology in their games like immediately. So if you're creating something with a squad of more than 5 people, it's feasible. Like, you have an infrastructure that is plug and play, it's just ready to go. So if you'd like to support this project, please drop me your email. I will let you know when I get the Kickstarter up and running. I'm not asking for a ton of money. I realistically only need about $4.5, $5,000, somewhere in there, to make this real. If we get beyond that, I can do a lot more cool stuff with it. I can take a few days off work here and there and really kind of accelerate the process. So